Good morning, students. Are you seeing daily digital classes? Are you following the classes? So regularly you have to follow and you have to see the classes. And do you buy the textbooks? And buy the textbook. And today onwards, your regular classes are coming. Okay, started. So open the textbook and listen this class. And if you have any doubts, you have to clarify your doubts. Okay. And in the previous classes I explained to you only basics. They are your previous classes. Okay, now this is about 5th class. This today's topic is heritage. What is the topic? Name of the topic? Heritage. Okay. Yes. Before going to discuss this topic, first of all, here we have new words. What are they? New words. Open the textbook and see the new words. What are they? What they tells us. Okay. First one is here ancient. One is ancient. What is that? Ancient. See, something that existed a long time ago. Ancient means something is there that is existed a long time ago. Some years, hundreds years, thousands years back they existed, they lived. But nowadays it is not there. That type of whatever thing is called, that is ancient. Okay? Nowadays and this is the ancient, first one. Second one is heritage. What is that? Heritage. Heritage. Heritage means something that is passed down from one generation to another. Something is there, whatever it, that is passed down from one generation to another generation. That is called heritage. That is our today's topic. Heritage means something is there that is passing down from one generation to another generation. Okay. And observatory. What is that? Observatory. What is the meaning of observatory? A place meant for observing the stars, planets, and weather. What is that? A place meant for observing the stars. They are observing the stars, planets, weather. That is called observatory. And artifact. Another one is artifact. Artifact means a man-made thing such as a tool or a piece of art. Human beings are making things. That is, even it is art or even it is piece of tool or piece of art, whatever it is, that is called artifact. Next, armory. Another one is armory. Okay, what is the meaning of armory? Armory means a place that has a collection of different weapons. A place that has a collection of different weapons. Weapons means like knife, bars, like that, whatever it. Okay? So in armory, it is a place that has a collection of different weapons. It means we are gathering different types of weapons and we are putting them in one place. That is called armory. Okay. Next, sculpture. What is that? Sculpture. Sculpture means a work of art made by carving stones, okay, or metal, wood, etc. into ornaments or statues. Sculpture means a work of art made by carving. Carving means making design. Making design on rocks, design, making design on wood, or making design on stones, whatever it. Making something design. So that is called sculpture. That is called a sculpture. Next, miniature. What is that? Miniature. Miniature means something at a very reduced size or scale. Something is that is reduced to very small size. That's called miniature. These are the new words in the heritage lesson. What are they? Ancient, heritage, observatory, artifact, armoury, sculpture, and miniature. Is it clear? So these new words are coming in heritage lesson. Okay. Next, we are going to discuss about heritage. What is heritage? Heritage means, already I explained to you what is a heritage. Heritage means something that is passed down from one generation to another generation is called a heritage. See, what is that? Something. Heritage means something that is passed down. What is that? Passed down from one generation to another generation. From one generation to another generation or another. This is called heritage. What is the meaning of heritage? Means something that is passed down from one generation to another. That is called heritage. Is it clear? See once. Before going to start this one, see some conversation given to you. With Joy was playing in his uncle's house when he accidentally bumped into a statue. The statue was about to fall down, but Joy held it in time. He is playing in his uncle's house. So what will happen? By accidentally he bumped a statue. Then suddenly he tries to catch it in time, but it not fall down. Joy's uncle was relieved that the statue did not break into pieces. And uncle, oh thank God, the statue did not fall down. His uncle said, oh thank God, the statue did not fall down. Joy, then immediately said Joy. What said Joy? I'm sorry uncle, but what statue is this? What is this statue? Uncle, this is an antique statue. So then asked Joy, what he asked? What is an antique? Means antique means what is the meaning of antique? Uncle said, what he said? An antique is an object that belongs to very old times or an ancient period. Antique means some objects are there. These objects belongs to old time, or they are belongs to ancient period. They are called antique. Okay, but why have you kept in your house? You should buy a new statue. Uncle laughing. No Joy, old statues are invaluable. Okay, they are a part of our heritage. Now, what is heritage? Heritage is anything that passed down to us from our ancestors. For example, luggages, books, paintings, and jewelry. These are all passing down from one generation to another generations. So this is called heritage. He said like that to Joy. Okay, and now see the lesson. Heritage is something that we inherited from the past. We have a beautiful monuments, traditions, and historical artifacts such as books and paintings, etc. in our country. So that tells us about our past. Some things are there, they are telling to us about the past. What are they? Beautiful mountains, monuments, beautiful monuments. And what is the next one? Traditions. And another one, historical artifact. Historical artifact. And some books, paintings, etc. So these are all are there in our country. Is it right? What are they? Beautiful monuments are there in our country. Different types of traditions are there, and different types of historical artifacts are there. Historical places are there. Different types of books, paintings, etc. These are all are there in our country. So these are all tales about our past. So these are all are there in our country. But what is the use of these things? They are telling about our past. They are telling about our past. Okay, how we lived in our past, in the past. How we lived in the past. What type of materials we used. What type of paintings are there. What type of sculptures are there. These are all telling to us. Okay, and what is the next? We learn about people who lived long ago, traditions that we follow even now, and the way in which our society has developed. All these things make our heritage. These all the things form together make heritage. So traditions are there. Olden days some traditions are there. Even now also we are following the traditions. Is it right or not? Right now we are using some traditions. Okay. So all these things make our heritage. The material forms of our heritage include the monuments, sculptures, paintings, artifacts like crafts, jewelry, pottery, sculptures, books, weapons and tools. Non-material forms of our heritage includes language, music, dance and social practices. So the material forms of our heritage includes monuments. What are they? Monuments are there, sculptures are there, paintings are there, artifacts are there. So these all are there. In the non-material forms also are there. What are the non-material forms? Non-material forms means they are not materials. They are not materials. Non-material forms are there. What are the non-material forms? Languages, language, music, dance, and social practice. Social practice. So these are all non-material forms. Non-material forms. Got it? Non-material forms are there. So what are the non-material forms? Language, music, dance and social practice. These are all non-material forms. So these are all telling to us about heritage. Okay, our material heritage. Non-material means these are all non-materials. So we can't see them. Now, dance is the oldest. They use different types of dances. Can we see now that one? No, because it is not a material. Okay, but some material heritage are there. We can see now also. Okay, now we are going to discuss that one only. Our material, heritage. Our material heritage. See, what is that? What is material heritage? Material heritage includes all historical things that exist in the physical form even today. Material heritage means it includes all historical things, whatever it. Historical things, whatever it is, historical things, they exist in physical now also. They exist physically, physical form. Even today also we are seeing them. Physically are there. Okay, physically are there. So this type of things, this type of heritage is called material heritage. Okay, it includes all historical things. They are existing even physically now. The things that can be seen and touch and have historical importance are part of our material heritage. These things are there. In the material heritage, what is there? We can see the things. We can see things. We can see and we can touch it. We can touch and historical importance also is there for them. What is there? Historical importance are there. Historical importance also are there, and these are all part in our material heritage. Is it clear? So this material heritage, in the material heritage, we can see the things physically, and we can touch them, and they have some historical importance. So these all includes in the historical material heritage. Material heritage. You already know that monuments, sculptures, paintings, artifacts, books, weapons and tools inform us about our history. So these are all telling us about history. These are all telling to us about history. These are telling about history. In this chapter, we will learn that these historical things form a part of our invaluable material heritage. Invaluable material heritage. So every painting and artifact tells a story of an ancient period's glory. All these form our rich material heritage and familiarize us with the ancient age. Why should we value them? So many things are there. We are seeing, we are touching, and they have historical importance are there for them. Sculptures are there, books are there, tools, things, everything are there. But even though, why we are giving value? Nowadays we are all giving value to them. Is it right or not? We are giving them in the museum. We are putting in some particular place, and we are seeing, we are learning something from them. Is it right or not? Like that we are giving value. Why we are giving value like that? Why should we give value to them? Someone asked. So if anybody asks me, because of material heritage tells us about our past. They are telling to us about old age, and they are telling to us about past. How is there in the past? How are the people? What type of traditions are there? What type of languages are there? What type of dances are there? What type of things are there? What type of weapons, tools are they used? So these are all telling to us These are all, we know about them. We know about them. We don't go to back. We don't go to past now. So with the help of these things, with the help of this material heritage, we know about them, about the past. Is it clear? Yes. In them, we are going to discuss architecture. What is that? Architecture. Architecture. See all of you, Indian architecture has been shaped by different cultures, religions and civilizations that flourished here in the past. So in Indian architecture, so different types of things are involving in this architecture. What are they? Different cultures are there. Different cultures are there. And religions are there, different religions are there. And civilizations also are there. Okay? In the architecture, so many are there in the past. What are the cultures? Different cultures, different religions, different civilizations are there in our Indian architecture. Okay? It has also been influenced by cultures from far off places in the world. That is why we can see a great variety in structures, designs and purposes of different monuments, different purposes of different monuments since ancient times. That is why what we are seeing, variety of structures are there. Variety of structures are there, okay? And the designs are there. And different monuments also are there. So, in this architecture, some buildings, some different monuments, mainly monuments are there in the architecture. So here we are going to discuss about Taj Mahal. And this is famous in the country, in our India. That is Taj Mahal. Okay, named a World Heritage Site by UNESCO. UNESCO. Okay, na? UNESCO means United Nations. What is the full form? United Nations Educational Scientific and cultural organization. Cultural organization. This is the full form of UNESCO. United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization is there. It is located in Paris. Okay, it is in Paris is there. So this is saying about Taj Mahal. What it said? Taj Mahal means crown palace. It is a crown Palace. Okay. It is located on the banks of river Yamuna in Agra. So Yamuna river is there in Agra. Okay, it is in Agra. Okay, this Taj Mahal located banks of river Yamuna and it is in Agra. Agra means it is near to Delhi. Okay, na? And Taj Mahal, one of the seven wonders. It is one of the seven wonders. Seven wonders are there in our world. So in these seven wonders, it is one of the seven wonders. In these seven wonders, it is one thing. Okay. And this is built by Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan. Who built this one? Mughal Emperor. His name was what is that? Mughal Emperor. What is the name? Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan. He is a Mughal Emperor. This person will build this Taj Mahal. Okay. So why he built this one? So in fond of memory of his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal. Beloved, who is the beloved wife? Mumtaz Mahal. Mumtaz Mahal. Beloved, he is the wife of Shah Jahan. So for her purpose, or for her remember purpose, he built the Taj Mahal in 17th century. Okay, and the large white marble tomb. This is the large white marble tomb, and the dome are the main attractions of the Taj. It has 4 minarets at the 4 corners. 4 minarets are there, 4 corners, and the dome also is there in middle. Okay, and white marble and semi-precious stones have been used in it. More than 1,000 artisans and craftsmen worked on. More than 1,000 members participated or worked in this one. Who are the artisans? Artisans and craftsmen. Craftsmen. So more than 1,000 members, more than 1,000 artisans are there and included, and craftsmen included. Artisans means they draw pictures, they draw paints. Craft means simply sculpture. Okay, or sculptures. So they participate, more than 1,000 members, and they design the Taj Mahal. Okay, this is about Taj Mahal. This is one of the example for our Indian architecture. Okay, after listening to the class, a small homework you have to write in the rough notebook. Okay, what is the question? Read and write. Read and write more about architectures. Architectures in India. India. Read and write more about architectures in India. Okay. Thank you.